Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to share all the makeup products with you that I've really enjoyed using in the month of October. So if you're interested, then just keep on watching. So the first product is the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer in the shade 327. I have this concealer now for a while, but I started using this in the month of October and I can tell you I'm totally obsessed with this concealer because in my opinion it's one of the best concealers I've ever used. And if you watch my channel now for a while, you probably will know that I love the Liquid Camouflage Concealer by Catrice. And I've used this concealer now for years because it's very full coverage. And the reason why I bought this one was because I wanted to try something new out and to show you something new in my videos, because I think it's very boring for you if you always watch me use the same products. So I decided to take this one. It was not very affordable because it was about 12 or 13 euros, and I think that's very expensive for a drugstore product, but it's definitely worth the money. It says that it's full coverage, and I can tell you guys that's true. I have it on now and you can't see any of my darkness peek through. It covered everything and it works also very good on pimples. So it's definitely full coverage. And what I also like about it is the big applicator. It's very big, but definitely make sure if you use this, don't take too much because a little bit goes a long way. So one of my big favorites. So the next product is the Prime and Fine Aqua Fresh Hydro Primer from Catrice. I bought it a couple of months ago, but at the summertime I didn't feel the need to use a moisturizing and hydrating primer because I was sweating anyways. But now my skin is very dry, so I take every kind of makeup and skincare product that just gives me more moisture and hydrates my skin, and that's exactly what this primer is supposed to do. It's supposed to be a lightweight and deeply moisturizing primer, and that's exactly what this primer does because it gives a lot of moisture and hydration, and my skin never feels dry when I'm using this. And what I also like about it is that it's very affordable because it's from the drugstore, from Catrice, and I think it was about 3 to 4 euros. So that's totally okay for a primer. And a little bit goes a long way, so make sure you don't take too much because otherwise the primer has no chance to sink into the skin. So I really like this, and that's the reason why it's part of this video. Next I've got the Fenty Beauty Flyliner, and that's this little guy here. And I've already shown it to you in my drugstore Sephora haul video and in my drugstore Sephora first impressions video where I've tested out all these products, and this was part of these videos. I will leave the video links down below so you can check them out if you want. And guys, I can tell you I'm so obsessed with this eyeliner. That's the best eyeliner I've ever used, and I've used so many different eyeliners, liquid eyeliner, eyeliner pens and eyeliners from the pot, but this is just the best eyeliner ever, and it has such a precise tip, so you can easily draw a wing. That's absolutely no problem. And you have to know that I'm not an expert in doing wings. I always just line my upper lash line just because that's way much easier, and when I do wings, my wings never look similar and don't look good. But with this eyeliner, it's definitely no problem anymore. With all the other eyeliners, I was never able to do very little and precise wings, but not with this one. This is just amazing, and I love the packaging. It looks very beautiful and very expensive. But I also have to say that it's not very cheap. It's from Fenty Beauty, and that's a more high-end makeup brand. But this little guy here is definitely worth the money. So the next product is the Wonderfully Real Mascara from Rimmel. And that's also a product that I've shown you in my drugstore and Sephora haul and first impression videos. So maybe you've seen it there. I instantly fell in love with this mascara because it separated my lashes, it gave them length and volume. It did just everything that I need in a mascara, because I don't like it when my lashes are not separated, or there is zero volume, or it just doesn't give length. But it does everything. There is no description on the packaging, so I don't know what it's supposed to do, but it does a lot. And it's from Rimmel London, so that's a drugstore brand. And it was not expensive. I don't know how much it was, but I think about, I would say 6 or 7 euros, so that's definitely okay. So that's how the wand looks like. And as you can see, it has little tiny bristles. And that's definitely the key to separated lashes. But if you use it for the first time, just make sure that you swipe lots of the product off your wand, because otherwise there is way too much product on it. And it was very hard for me to just blend it into the eyelashes when I've used it the first time. But if you do this step, there is no problem. And I really like this. And I think you will see this in lots of other makeup tutorials that are coming up soon, so stay tuned. Next I've got the Strobing blush from Catrice in the shade Mrs. Summer Peach, and it's a very beautiful and peachy blush, as the name says. And as you can see, it has 4 different shades, and they are not matte, they are a little bit shimmery, but not too much, so there's no glitter in it, just a very decent sheen. And I really like this blush because I think these are colors that you can use in spring as well as in winter, because it's very neutral and you can use them separately. But what I like to do is just to swirl around and use all these colors together, and it looks very good. And it's also not very expensive because it's from the drugstore. So the next product is the Roxi Ride or Die palette from Makeup Revolution. And guys, I can tell you I'm so in love with this eyeshadow palette because it contains all the colors that you need for a fall or winter makeup look. They are so gorgeous. It has a few matte shades and also shimmery shades. And it comes with a big mirror. I think the packaging looks very beautiful. It was about 17 euros, so not very cheap for a drugstore product, but I think it's okay because you have 18 different shades, mirror, and it's not too heavy, so very travel friendly. And as you can see, I've tried out many of the eyeshadows, and the matte shades are very good pigmented, they blend out very well. And the shimmery shades are also very good pigmented and beautiful. I really like them, especially this red color here. But what I've noticed is that they're sometimes very hard to apply, especially if you're using a brush. So I would recommend using your finger, because that's the easiest way to put the shimmery shades onto your eyelid and to have a very pigmented color on your eyelids. Because if you use a brush, even if it's wet, it's not very easy to just bring the colors from the palette onto your eyelid. I don't know why, but just take your finger, that's the easiest way. But the shimmery colors are very intensive when you have it on your eyelids. And what I really like about this palette is that you can create so many different makeup looks with this. Natural makeup looks and very dramatic eyeshadow looks. The red colors and the browns are the ones on my eyelids now. It's the perfect eyeshadow palette for fall and winter time. And now it's October, so obviously I've used this eyeshadow palette so many times, and that's the reason why it's a big favorite of mine. Next I've got the Maybelline Super Stay Matte Ink Lipstick in shade 50. That's the color that I'm wearing right now on my lips. And in my opinion, this color is the perfect color for every fall-inspired makeup look, no matter if it's a very natural makeup look or a very glamorous makeup look. That's the reason why I've used it so many times now in October. And what I also like about it very much is that it's super long lasting, but it's also very hard to remove, so make sure you have a micellar water with oil in it or cleanser with oil, because there's no other way to remove it without oil. But if you're looking for a very long-lasting lipstick, then I can definitely recommend this to you. And it dries matte, as you can see. That's also something that I really like. And yeah, that's basically everything about this little guy here. I really like it, and it's definitely a fall must-have for me for this year, and I think also for next year. Next I've got the Fit Me Luminous and Smooth Foundation from Maybelline, and this is in the shade 125. I have this now for a while, and I've noticed that I only use this in fall and winter time, and nearly never in spring and summertime, just because it has a little bit of a glowy finish, and that's something that I only like in fall and winter time. And it says that it's for normal to dry skin, and like I said, it's a luminous foundation, so it gives you a little bit of glow, and I really like this. I've used it now so many times in October, and I think you will see me using this in many other makeup tutorials, just because I really like this, and I like how healthy and glowy my skin looks after I've used it. So I can definitely recommend this foundation to you if you have normal to dry skin. I wouldn't recommend it to you if you have oily skin, because it would be too glowy, I think. So now you've seen all my October favorites. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I wish you an amazing day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!